Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Yes, we are Degens. Yes, we stand hollow here. We stand hollow here no matter what. I fucking love this show. It's been on my mind. I actually showed episode 1 to my therapist and my case managers, ladies and gentlemen. I had a meeting, an hour-long meeting, and you know what we did in that meeting? We broke down episode 1 of Spice and Wolf, ladies and gentlemen. We spent the entire fucking training looking at Spice and Wolf and talking about topics of isolation and loneliness and what it means to support others in times like this. Because where I live, it's a rural community. It's out in the middle of the fucking sticks. I know, it sounds like the best day ever on the... And their whole thing is, I've never felt so in love with characters so immediately. You want to know what I said? Same. Fucking same. Episode 1. Dude, I'll be honest with you. I think I've fallen in love with Holo. Like, just a relationship. Just everything that is there. Episode 1 took my breath away. It was phenomenal. It was a good way of, like, showcasing these characters and bringing us into this world. I waited for you to watch the episode at the same time. I'll be honest. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get into anime sooner. Like, this is on me and myself, and this is a self-reflection. After seeing episode 1, it's one of those shows where episode 1 makes you reflect, and it kind of makes you like, dude, I really wish I was into anime sooner to be able to go out and, like, touch on some of these shows. Because I feel like I would have learned a lot and I would have grown a lot from it, right? Holoism is back, boys. We would otherwise would have gotten community. Oh, well, thank you, Plazenstein. But I will say I have taken a lot away. I am learning a lot, and I'm super duper excited to see their dynamics grow. And I do want to touch on this, which is, as always, ladies and gentlemen, our whole concept of this is to talk and analyze about the characters as in depth as we can go. Yes, will I pog out sometimes and do some silly over-the-top reactions? Yeah, from fucking time to time, but that's not the purpose of the channel. It's to analyze what's happening in the show and take it beat by beat by beat as far as we can. Now, I do want to start off by asking you guys this. Ooh, that's a really bad marker. What is Holo's curse, ladies and gentlemen? And this is something that hit me, and this is a moment, because in case you guys don't know, I'm a manager / director at a place where I work at, essentially involving a bunch of things. This is an element that we went into. What is Holo's curse, ladies and gentlemen? Flat chest. Immortality. That's something that hit me, and this is, the Freedom curse. We can talk about immortality, sure. Loneliness. The keeper of stories. One of Holo's curses, especially if we want to talk about age, if we want to talk about going through and whatnot, is seeing stuff evolve and you staying stagnant in it. Imagine the world changing around you, but yet you being the one individual that doesn't really change as fast as the world goes around you. Imagine that. Well, everyone else's mortality, yes, but immortality can be a curse in of itself because you're seeing all the other people around you pass away. You're seeing all the loved ones that you've had no longer be with you. You're seeing people that you care about, heard stories that you've heard, stuff that you just experienced turn into books, turn into legends, and yet you're still there. This keeper of stories, keeper of whatever, immortality, loneliness, everything that must encapsulate it. You have to go out, and this is something that we were thinking about, is us as human beings, if all of a sudden, boom, you're immortal. You will never age from this point on, but you will see time keep going on past you. What does that do to you psychologically? You have to find meaning. You have to find something that keeps you going forward, whether that's finding home, whether that's making connections, whether that's like not trying to live in the past or the future. I wish for death that will not come through, right? Well, come to me. You would be in a system of isolation of trying to find meaningful connections that aren't just going to feel like the blink of an eye. When we're looking at this, we have to take into consideration for Holo, what would a relationship mean? For Holo, what does an attachment mean for her? And especially, what would it mean if you couldn't trust that attachment? Can she trust Kraft, ladies and gentlemen? Or is that up in the air? That is my question for you guys in chat. Could you trust Kraft, ladies and gentlemen? Or would that be up in the air? Thanks so much for the follow, Raka. Appreciate it. Or will Kraft... Yeah, or can Kraft trust her? Or will Kraft sell her out? Vice versa. You have to think about it. If you were in the here and now, in that body, if you were Holo, how would you feel about joining this? Would you trust him absolutely? Or would you be like... Would you be scared? Would you be scared of having feelings? Would you be scared of like, hey, you know what? I feel angry. I feel sad. How much do you show to this person? And then even for Kraft, do you trust a God that's traveling with you? And if the God is traveling with you, how do you feel about that? Oh, there's so many fucking good questions, ladies and gentlemen. My mind is literally just fucking running wild at it. And I appreciate you guys, all the love and support and everything that you guys have given me. No, we're just getting started, Raka. We're just getting started with episode number 2. Super excited to go into it. I'm just throwing some of these questions that we had going into it. He goes by Lawrence, not Kraft. I will go by Kraft because he reminds me of cheese. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Set. I'm so excited to see what comes through from this. Let's go. Let's go. I'm pretty fucking sure, like, number one, she has the coziest fucking spot there. I'd love to be under those fucking pelts, bro. Like, get me in there, brother. Not like that, cochinos. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I fucking said it out loud and it was like, no, not like that. So do we all. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, it would be nice and warm in that environment. Welcome on in. And like, I guess the overall question comes in with this. How do I ask this without it coming off weird? Do you think that wagon will start to smell like Holo? I know it sounds fucking weird, brother, but we all sweat. We all quite literally have different, I wouldn't say pheromones, but we all have different scent glands, different scents altogether. And one can hope. Imagine the smell. But no, I want to get into this. And I know we're being a little silly in this. But I do want to talk about it because it's an important element to go ahead and okay, you guys wouldn't fucking sniff her. You guys are judging me, but you guys wouldn't sniff her. You sure about that? You sure you guys wouldn't fucking sniff her? We would. What do you mean? Okay. So what is Lawrence's goal? Ladies and gentlemen. Because being out here, especially back in the days of traveling around, anthropomorphizing with like your horse, right? Trying to be this merchant, you're running a risk. And I know I touched on this slightly in episode 1. But like, let's just look at this scope. And I want you guys to just take a quick consideration into this, right? Look at how like open it is. Yes, it can be freeing, but at the same time, it can be quite lonely. And even then, we're going to talk a little bit about this, right? Welcome to Chat 101. What is his supply? Like, we'll talk a little bit about, because I'm really, really curious about what his goals are, right? But like, for Lawrence, what is his main supply? What does he carry through? How does he make his money if it's pelts? Is there value in that? And is there a demand in it altogether? Or can this crash altogether? Like, who is buying these pelts? And is there actual value in it? If we're going through with that, right? Is there a demand for this or no? And even going past through this is, Who controls the economy in this world? Ladies and gentlemen, who controls the economy in this world to determine the price and value of the items that he has? Is it merchants or is it like other things out there like the church, politics, the state, right? Because we can go into this and be like merchants, religion, state. And can they get banned or promote these items over here? Oh, you guys probably can't fucking see that. Hold up. Aliens? Hold up. There we go. The reason why we're touching on this, like, when we're looking at this, can they ban or promote these supply here or demand? Do they have the power? What is the amount of power that merchants, religions, the state have, and what can and can't be sold? And can this affect Lawrence as he's traveling through this? Because that's the number one thing: is who's your supplier, what is the demand, and how often does this go? Right? How far would this go? If you guys are new here, welcome on in. Appreciate you guys coming through. Welcome to the Standard Psychologist channel, episode where we go through and we like try and analyze as much as we can, and we try and question as many things as possible from this. But that is my question with that, ladies and gentlemen. It all probably depends on the seasonal changes. It probably does as well, right? Like, there's probably seasonal items that come due, but for Lawrence, it's like, how often is he on the road versus not on the road? And even then, is his object money? Is his object trying to establish himself as a merchant? Is his like, what is his goal for someone to like be in this business? Is it eventually to like be like a fucking guild or have a store or like, I don't know, have a house? What is Lawrence's goals? What are his smart goals that enable him to be in this process? Specific, measurable, obtainable. Fuck, I fucked it up. Whatever, right? His goal is to find what are his milestones. It's achievable. Thank you. Achievable. I always said obtainable, but you're right. It's achievable. Achievable, relevant, and timely. Thank you. What are his smart goals? Specifically, if I were to ask you this, what is your goal in life at this point in time? What is a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely goal that you have at this time? Obtainable. I know, I was like, obtainable, fuck, I'll throw in the A. Who cares? But what are his smart goals and where is that going? Is it realistic? Is it obtainable? Is it obtainable, achievable? Like, where is this going for him? I'm looking at this, and that's sort of what comes to mind. Is for Lawrence himself, being in this road, what is his end goal result, and can he reach it? Or is this going to be more of a struggle and a journey to get to it? Anyway, let's get going. She's fucking adorable.
よく眠れたようだな。
この毛皮はとても暖かいの。
Oh.
飲みがおった。
そりゃ最上級の毛並みだからな。絶
Oh.
好の温床だ。
はあ、この尻尾の良さがわかるとは、主もなかなかの目利きじゃな。
まあ、それなりにな。
I feel like I don't even gotta ask, chat. I don't even gotta ask.
の先っぽの白い尻尾はワッチの自慢よ。それにこの尖った耳もね。この耳はあらゆる災悪とあらゆる嘘を聞き漏らさず、
Oh.
たくさんの仲間を危機から救ってきた。唯一の気高き堅牢ホロといえば、それは他ならぬワッチのことよ。
Adorable.
自慢の花は何を嗅ぎ分けるんだ。
Adorable.
お主、急いだ方がよい。
どうした？
もうすぐ雨が来そうじゃ。
は？
Bro, that's fucking OP. She's like a pet wolf. Imagine the warmth. Shit, that's fucking OP as shit. Like, actually being able to discern weather or being able to go out and discern lies. Which comes to my question. Wait a fucking minute. She's a weather app. She's a weather app in the medieval ages. How do you think their approach for people would be? Let's say the end goal here is food. They're trying to get it at a nice price. You wrote Corbo wrong. Wait, what the fuck is Corbo? You guys keep saying Corbo, and I'm like, what's Corbo? How would they approach? Say if I was a merchant, right? My name is Ed. I am merchant. Like, how would each one try and approach me to get the best deal for food, seeing that we're getting more of an insight into their character? How do you guys think? She can detect lies, supposedly. He has experience as a merchant. What do you guys think their approach would be? Do you think that she would use charisma, otherwise known as the Riz? Ladies and gentlemen, do you think that she would use Riz to try and get in close, or would it be him? Which I don't think so because of his experience as a merch. How do you think that she would approach this scenario if I had food? Divine knowledge. Experience, maybe even talk about the price, maybe talk about status. I could see him being a much more logical approach, right? Where he comes through and he is more using the standard methods. And I hate to say this because unfortunately there's a lot of rough therapists out there in the world and case managers, for example, in the mental health field, which are like, we will use A, B, C, and not really take into like, empathy, cuteness, whatever this may be. How would these two approach a situation like this? Because I'm looking at Holo and I'm immediately thinking, I feel like if she was in front of me, she would try one of the 5 Fs, right? Either fawn or fight, flight, freeze, fawn, or fuck. Right? You have the 5 Fs that people go through in a situation like that because it's all primal instinct, brother. It's all primal instinct. So when we're going through that, Holo going through all of that, fawn, Riz, empathy, right? She might try and fight me for it if I trigger her enough. She might try and flee, But Lawrence, would he do that? I think they can complement one another pretty well. Exactly. I think that they can complement one another pretty well, which is what I'm excited to see how they're going to move forward and what that's going to do for them if they even touch on this, or if we're going to actually see that Holo is the one with experience that can fucking supersede everything else, right? Lawrence would probably stand his ground. Absolutely. Interesting stuff. Anyway, let's keep going, guys. Oh. Is the volume a little low? Better? Do. Oh, bro. I want to talk about something this OP does beautifully without spending a fucking hour on the OP, right? Because you guys know I could probably spend forever on the OP. Hold up. I need to run and get food. I love the feel and change here. It's the and 4 with the percussive element. 1, 2, 3. Such a good little hit to it. And I know some of you guys might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just listen to it. There's a little setup. There's a little percussive kick as though like you're starting to set your adventure. And they do this in such a nice way compared to the very beginning here, where it almost feels like the dreading of a journey, right? And it's almost unnoticeable unless you're counting along with it. Where or is it and 3 or an and 4? One of those two, right? Where it leads it on to like the downbeat of 1. And the bass is coming in too. Exactly. So you're just listening in, right? Immediately, right? Just a voice carrying through, a little bit of piano, a little bit of like, it sounds like a far away distance, and it's fucking beautiful. Like the way that they composed this, and they brought it in together with the bass and a little bit of the percussive element, bringing shit in to showcase change, light literally coming through the picture like this. Very fucking like it looks like a fucking painting in a. So it's on 4 and it's on 3. Yeah. From loneliness to not. And then once again, the drums coming through from it just being in the background, right? Will this work? The way that one of my music professors back in the day taught me about like what percussion was. Because back in my day, right, especially back in middle school, I was always taught like, oh yeah, you know what, like drums are cool. I want to play drums. But my music professor at the time was straight up like, no, dude, you don't understand. Like, drums are like not just a rhythm, but it's also your heart. It's also how you're going through with this, how you connect with others to get this movement going so that everyone's at the same time, at the same point. So we're all marching forward, especially if you're in marching band, hitting the same notes without having to go ahead and just keep counting out loud like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, right? Like if the drummers are on point, if percussion is on point, whether it's marimba, saxophone, or xylophone, whatever that may be that you're playing, the timpani, whatever, right? If you're able to go ahead and be in the moment, be in the here and now in your music, it shows. It comes through and it layers through an element. But I love it because it comes right after her form of connection. She makes connection with Lawrence, and immediately, right, we start hearing like the wheat come apart, right, about the bass line and stuff. Absolutely, absolutely. This is why I love bassist and brass. Oh, that's a beautiful little transition. It's awesome the way that they're showcasing this in such a small way. Like, just musically breaking this down, I'm impressed by the song. I think I need to check out the original opening once more. But this change, and I think this is a very common change from people loving you to people not necessarily being there for you. But sad, like there's thank you, Flameslinger. And I think that's the main element is yes, the drums of war are going, right? Thank you, Raka, for subbing. Yes, like you are talking about connection, but there's also a journey of pain, and you can hear it in the voice and the singing and what's happening. And there's like da da da, the brass going hard and all of this stuff, and the drums of war are still fucking raging on, and it's wonderful to hear. And it's a juxtaposition, isn't it? If you think about it, on one hand you have the drums going jump 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 jump, and on the other hand, you literally have her like singing in what could be a very sad like song. And on the drums, you have these roaring like war beats. Jump chicka chicka jump chicka chicka cha 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 jump chicka chicka cha. You know, you have and the brass going hard on this side. And on this side, can you do that again? And on this side, you just have her just calmly feeling what's like an emotion-filled song to cha-cha slide. And it's awesome to see this juxtaposition because for me, it sounds, and it can even represent, this is just, of course, hyperposition here, like, you know, just throwing that shit out there. It can even represent two different patterns, right? Two different individuals coming together to make music. Lawrence, Holo. Lawrence with the more pragmatic, you know, logical drum sound, whatnot, and then Holo just being, or modern, I guess, technically for that one, and then Holo literally just being the singing in what would be considered an older version. Sorry, this is fucking blowing my mind because I like a second time, like, you know, actually listening to this, I'm just like, whoo, like, and it makes a fucking beautiful rhythm. I have not seen Euphonium. Ooh. But I want you guys to consider this, right? Counterpoint musically. But I want you guys to consider this. Without the drums and without the brass, would this be a happy song, or would you be bopping your head, or would it be like, ooh, like that, like this kind of hurts. It would be kind of sad, right? That's why I'm saying, like, it's beautiful the way that they composed this song. It's such a beautiful just feeling. Hell yeah. All right, hold up. Oh, I know. Sorry, YouTube. We have to. They're both good. Oh. Oh. This one just really hits the feel of like, number one, comfy chills, but number two, like longing for something hard, bro. Like it really gets me going in that sense of like, just really, it gets me into the world. I don't know what else to say it, man. This feels like someone left behind this song for someone that they loved, and like that was it. Like, it gets me into this fucking world It's nostalgic for a long time. Yeah. And what I love about this is like the no resolution. Most people would agree, or most people would think, oh, you know what? It's going up, that therefore it's going to come down and be okay with it, right? But this was just like, you know, it's like in there. There we go. Like all of a sudden, there's no more instruments. It's just her voice. It's powerful stuff. The new OP with the old song. Oh shit, y'all are quick. I should. Oh hell yeah. So this is a mix of both. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Why does this kind of work? Why does this kind of work? Wait a minute. I do gotta say, one thing that blows my fucking mind, and I know I might be reiterating this, and this might be cut down on YouTube for time or reason or whatever. The transition from how we've gone on faces, man. Like the faces now look clean, like modern, right? Like a modern animation compared to how it was back in the day. Like that, and the thing is, I don't know why. I was gonna say I don't know why. I feel like there's a nostalgic like hint of love with the way that like stuff is animated in the past. I could just be me. People might fucking hate stuff like that's animated from the past. But sometimes like I look at that and I'm like, you can tell that there was like a lot of love and stuff put into it rather than a lot of like just like the random CGI stereotypical soul. Yeah. Do you, Lauren? Oh, that is so good. That is so fucking good. The OG OP with the new fucking visuals. Oh. Oh, I really like. I really when I say this, I really fucking mean it. I've fallen in love with the show. One episode, and I've just completely succumbed with like the meaning and the depth that this show has to offer. And I feel like most people would just be like, "Holo, wow," you know, like over the top. But there's so much fucking depth and the connections of it. We're 4:35 minutes in, and we're only 3 minutes into the fucking show. Let's talk about that for a second. Anyway, let's go, guys. Oh,
妻です。顔に火傷がありました。
wife!
いつもこのように。そうですか。
Wife! Already? We're 2 episodes in! No! this is my wife. My wife! And she got the nice wife! Hit her with the trauma! And her smile too! It should have been me! Oh, sorry, Ed, she's taken. Oh no. Then my wife! Oh, dude, my heart. It's adorable because she even smiles and she's okay with it. That's,
では、私は荷物を手入れしてから部屋に。
right, Lena? Oh.
わっちのやけどを冷たい雨で冷やしいっす。
Hey yo! Hey yo!
毛皮は大丈夫だったじゃろ。あれはよほど良い天の毛皮じゃ。あの天の育った山にはわっちのようなものがいて山を富ませてるのかもしれん。
高値
Oh.
高値で売れるか。
それはわかりんせん。わっちは毛皮商人じゃありんせん。
そうだ、あの麦はどうすればいい？
This is what I'm saying. I love the juxtaposition in this, right? From someone in a more natural environment or naturalistic era versus someone that we would consider civilized. Yeah, I guess who is more in tune with self? That is, oh man, this show's touching on such wonderful themes. Holo is built different.
わっちは毛皮商人じゃありん。
It's like we're looking at this little thing here, right? But it's like, and this is something that's taught all around, right? Shame of nudity. Unfortunately, it's something that's like really promoted out there where it's like, oh, you know what? You show a little booba. Oh, the shame. You show a little something. There's concepts of shame established in this, but why, if for the most, this comes as a social element rather than a naturalistic element. As naturalistic elements, most people are just okay doing whatever, being whatever. So it's interesting to see both, like, you know, Holo versus Lawrence in this. Lawrence, a lot more of that civilized man in this world. A lot more of that man that, like, is going to go ahead and look away and whatnot. And Holo just, like, strutting it, just be like, yeah, it is what it is. She probably doesn't wear any clothes because she's not tuned to society's, what is it? Like, society's pressure, right? Oh, 100%, Buck. 100%. Originally, someone made to keep us warm is now a social norm where you have to be ostracized. Exactly, Bane. Exactly. Which brings up the next element. Someone was saying, oh, I'm the one that brought, like, you know, they were just talking about a book. Edgar, you're the one that's adding existentialism into it. Which, yes and no, because it's called symbolism. And the show is touching on the symbolism of existentialism pretty fucking quickly. I'm just quick to note it and observe it. And then be able to go and talk about it, right? And just as much as it's talking about like nature versus, I guess in this way, nurture, right? Or society or culture. But really, really interesting points that it's just making quick little taps at.
そうだ、あの麦はどうすればいい？
どうってどういうことかよ。
つまり、脱穀すればいいとか、あのままがいいとか。ま、本当にあの麦にお前が宿ってたとしたらだが。
わっちが生きている限り、あの麦が腐ったり枯れたりすることはありんせん。食べられたり燃やされたり、すりつぶして土に混ぜられたりすると、わっちがいなくなってしまうかもしらんが、脱穀して保管しておいても大丈夫じゃ。
じゃあ、後で麦粒にして袋にでも入れておくか。自分で持っていたいだろう。
助かるの。首から下げられるとなお良い。
麦は少し残しておきたいんだが、いいか。別の土地に売り込みに行きたいんだ。
作物はその土地にあるからこそよく実るというものが多い。
True.
まあ、すぐに枯れるのがオチじゃ。行くだけ無駄というものよ。
I'm not usually one to ask of this, but can the cameraman take like 2 steps back? Like, I'm not one.
よく実るというものが多い。
I'm not one to go ahead and usually commend it or comment on this, but if the cameraman can take like 1 or 2 steps back, I would very much. She just dies if it doesn't do.
すぐに枯れるのがオチじゃ。行くだけ無駄というもの。
Hey yo!
私は雨に濡れてもまだ臭い。
That's right, Chad. That's why you gotta take a shower. Have you showered today? ¿Te bañaste, cochinos? ¿Eh? ¿Se bañaron? ¿Eh? You guys take a fucking shower? Huh? You guys don't want... if you guys want a good Holo sniff, you best go shower, Stinky. Sí, me dijeron que no salía. No me bañara. No! Imagine a wolf girl saying you stink. Damn. I took a shower while watching this kind of shit. Good, official Pinka. Muy bien. Los que se bañaron. Los demás cochinos. Fuera. You shower at night. Okay. Fair. But I do gotta say this. I love her commentary already. From last episode to now, what are we seeing? Dude, she's just quite literally like breaking everything down. She's so communicative. She's just talking with them, trying to get like Yes, is there some like boundary things? Of course, that's a social construct that we ourselves created, right? But she's just like quite literally there and adding that fucking spice into our life, ladies and gentlemen. I can't. I'm falling in love with those eyes, man.
サイの
ん
主はええ男じゃと思いんす。少しは身綺麗にしやさんせ。
俺でも
Oh,
商談に差し障らない程度には気をつけてるつもりだ。
まあそのヒゲはわっちも良いと思う。
そうか。お前もこれの良さがわかるか。
ただわっちはもう少し長い方が好きじゃな。
hey, yo.
ほう。
Hey, yo. See, I'm falling in love with this because it's not based out of horny. Like, I'm falling in love with this because it's literally just a conversation that they're having, regardless of the attributes around, right? That is fucking amazing for it to have. The playfulness, the little banter, the back and forth, the fact that she's there and she's teasing and she's busting his balls a little bit, and they're like back and forth on that. That is beautiful. And that is what makes a good fucking connection. Like, let me bust your balls, right? Like, it just a little bit, just to show, like, hey, we're on good terms. We can go ahead and laugh about this shit. Some people aren't comfortable with that. She's comfortable and he's comfortable with it. And that's what's so good. That's what's so fucking good. Beards are fun.
大広間に行って服を乾かそう。多分
I'm not into CBTN.
気が入ってるはずだ。暖炉の前には他に人がいるからな。ボロは出すなよ。
わっちは堅牢ホロじゃ。昔はずっとこの姿で旅をしていた。まあ任しとき。しかしわっちにはない発想じゃの。やけどしたから顔を隠すなどとは。
ならお前はどう思う？
そんなやけどは尻尾や耳と同じ。二つとないわっちの証と思うまでよ。
But Holo, you gotta be fucking careful, because all of a sudden people could be like, witch! That's a witch! It's a witch! Pagan god! We must burn the pagan god! Right? Like, you gotta be careful, Holo. You can't necessarily... Demon! Right? You can't just go out there walking like this in a society where society has started to evolve and change and whatnot. Burn the wizard! Just wear a cat or a beanie. No, but that's the main element through it. Like the mindset of accepting one's flaws. In a society, we're already starting to see that society has started to take root and there's different power dynamics and different elements in there. You got to be careful with how you showcase yourself and how you go around.
なるほどな。
おお、ではヨーレンツの方から。
ええ、向こうで塩を仕入れて別の村に納品し、代わりに天の毛皮を買い付けてきたところです。しかしここからまたヨーレンツに帰るのは骨じゃありませんか。そこは商人の知恵。帰らなくて良いのです。それは興味深い。私がヨーレンツの紹介で塩を買った際、そこでお金を払いません。別の町にあるその紹介の支店にほぼ同額の麦を売っていたからです。
Right.
麦の代金を受け取らない代わりに塩の代金も支払いません。お金のやり取りをせず、2つの契約が成立するのです。
And here's the thing. Sometimes you can take a loss and still take a profit. And I know some of you guys might be like, what the fuck? In a business sense, sometimes you can take a loss somewhere to profit later on. And sometimes that's the main goal of something, right? Sometimes you can negate to different areas. So for example, let's say that you gain reputation also. Let's say that I'm working with a specialized population. I'm doing document destruction. The competitors go for $3, $3 to $4 per bin. If I'm doing 250, yes, I'm not doing $3 to $4, but, and yes, I am taking a loss, but do you think more people would fall for this than this? Username that's taken. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing good, bro. Have a good night. Thank you. I appreciate it. Right? Okay, I want to appreciate the purple marker. Thank you. I hope you guys like it. Would you guys take the 250 over, like, pay 250 over paying the $3 to $4? Don't step into the economic fallacy. Because ink comes in the element of like, hey, you know what? I am taking a loss, but what if all of a sudden I'm over here being like, hey, I can do more bids, gathering more support, taking that profit, making the connection, and then maybe even getting referred outward, right? You would sold your stocks first. So in that scenario, there's a large company that's into document destruction. Many companies. Everyone's ranking around the $3 to $4. You go down to $2.50. Is that a viable strategy? You are going at a loss, but are you also profiting? Document destruction is when you get paper and you shred it and you quite literally go through it. Well, depending on Saga's username, that's taken. Thanks so much for the 5 subs. Holy shit, you go. Holy shit, I appreciate it. You're an absolute fucking legend. But even if you take that loss, guess what? I'm now doing this at $2.50. I can go ahead and start making businesses with other companies that start seeing the quality of my work, that maybe have more for me to do, more bins to pick up if it's $2.50 per bin. All the companies tell to make it illegal to sell their goods at $2.50 because it's hard. It could be. Absolutely. Username, thank you so much. You're an absolute goat. Welcome to first place. And they can gain you market recognition, and you can slowly start leveling up and go from there. The work can also be a loss and leader. 100%. 100%. It's really, really interesting, and it just depends on how you play the game. And you also got to be very, very intelligent of that, because sometimes 2 losses can really just cancel each other out, or be also in all of that, right? You can also tempt a buyout of the company for bigger bucks. Yep.
それはなんとも不思議な出来事ですね。
これは為替という制度。
Exchange rate.
いろいろ
Yep.
な地方の方を相手に商売する商人たちが発明したものです。
But if your overhead costs make it not viable to complete the job at 2.5, you would need some way to cut costs or increase revenue. Even if it's only temporary, Sagas, the number one thing is if you're putting yourself out there in a larger environment where you're getting in a higher margin of sales coming through because of the bins, it's 2.5 per bin. And let's say that like everyone's saying 3 or 4 per bin, right? But yet the cost to shred is only at $1. Right, you are making 1.5 out of it. However, per bin. However, now you have 100 plus spins if you get this market, right? As opposed to everyone else who is not going to go and get it due to their price being really, really high. Quality versus quantity in that scenario, and then also, well, quality and quantity in that scenario, and also if you're able to go and go on in there. Right, and you're able to go ahead and market yourself appropriately. Hey, guess what? We're the lowest price in the game. You have other opportunities to keep that overhead cost low and maintain that profit margin high. Sorry, really, really interesting scenario. Sure, that's just having smaller margins. You're still making a profit. I thought you meant actually taking a loss by doing the job. Well, you're getting a smaller profit margin, which could, for some is still considered a loss, right? If the market price increases. Technically, you could still price it as long as you're underneath your competitors in a smart way.
私はペレンツォという町でブドウ園
Good shit, guys. I love this
そんな
talk.
不思議なやり方で支払いをしたことがありませんな。知っていた方がいいのでしょうか。
大丈夫です。ぶどう園をお持ちのご領主様なら業者に買い叩かれないよう注意すればよいでしょう。
毎年それで口論になりましたがロレンスさんとおっしゃいましたか。今度ペレンツォあたりにお越しの時にはぜひ当家をお尋ねください。歓迎いたします。
ええ、ぜひ。
では妻がちょっと疲れているようなのでこれで失礼します。
また神のお導きがありますように。
Don't talk. The guys are talking. I hate to bring that up, but like realistically, hate to put it this way, a lot of people seem to think like modern rules applies to back in the days. Nah, bro. Back in the days, you know, it was merchants, people in power that had the ability to talk. It's sad, but true. And that's why I want to go ahead and highlight that as an element, because that's how it was, unfortunately. And that's how a lot of like the world ran back then, which is like, oh, are you in a position of power? Yes or no? No. Okay, so then like, you know, keep your voices quiet. What sex or gender are you? Oh, are you not like part of what's socially acceptable? Then, you know, you never know who wears a... Exactly. So when it comes to negotiation and elements like this, it's always interesting to see the way that like some shows try to play it off, right? And it's awesome to see that some shows are just willing to go ahead and like be accurate in that way and then be open to exploring the elements behind the scenes. Because a lot of people seem to think that this style back in the day was like, oh yeah, everyone was rude to one another, everything was mean and whatnot. There was still love and kindness and whatnot. Not everyone was like that, right? It was just the way that society had established its social rules, which didn't suck 100%, right? And it doesn't like it wouldn't fly by today's standards. But it's just a different culture. And that's the main thing.
へへ、旦那、なかなかの人物だね。
どこにでもいる行商人さ。
おいやいやいや、あっしもあの夫婦を狙ってたんですがね。なかなかきっかけがつかめなかった。それを旦那はあっさりやってのけちまった。
俺も駆け出しの頃は行商人全部が化け物に見えた。今でも半分以上が化け物だ。頑張ることだな。
そう言ってもらえると安心だ。あっしの名前はゼーレンと申します。駆け出しの行商人です。
No the fuck you ain't. No the fuck you ain't. What did he do here that's making me believe he's on to more than what he's letting on?
頑張ることだな。
Him not maintaining the space immediately, testing boundaries, right? Anybody that approaches right off the bat like that, breaking the boundary wall, coming forth, trying to go ahead and establish, yes, he is getting way too close, whatnot. His body language, the way he leans in, he stands up, he goes forward. And in case you guys are wondering, does my back hurt? I went and got my back cracked and I feel fucking amazing. But yes, like, don't trust people with closed eyes. The way that he's approaching and the way that he's even downplaying his scenario is like, oh yeah, no, I'm just a rookie merchant. Would a rookie merchant really say he's a rookie merchant? Would a rookie merchant be able to go ahead and overstep that boundary line that's drawn and overstep it to the uncomfortable zone where someone's standing right on top of you and you have to look up?
そう言ってもらえると安心だ。あっしの名前はゼーレンと申します。駆け出しの行商人です。
ロレンスだ。
そちらはお連れの方ですか？
妻のホロだ。
へえ、夫婦で行商ですか。しかも街灯なんかすっぽりかぶせてよほど大事にしてらっしゃる。
What do you mean by
ここにあっ
that?
たのも神のお導き。どうか一目おが。
Hey, what the fuck do you mean by that, sir? Sir! Sir, what do you mean by that, sir? And the way that he transitions on over, right? Think about it. He literally goes from meeting up front, oh yeah, cool, I'm in boundary, whatnot, and then comes on over and sits right next to her. True target, true meaning, true whatever. Oh, get your pitchforks,
話せ
guys.
てもらえませんかね。
いや、
旅は立つ前が最も楽しく、犬は鳴き声だけが最も怖い。女は後ろ姿が最も美しいものでありんす。気軽にひょいとめくれば人の夢を壊しんす。バッチにゃそんなことできんせん。
いや、
Why am I so proud of Holo? Why am I so proud? Bro, okay. The way she quite literally just diverts the situation and rejects it. Oh, years beyond experience. Such a normal way to just cook him and let him be.
す
Like,
ごい奥さんですね。
尻に敷かれないようにするのが精一杯だ。
こりゃお二人に出会えたのも神のお導きだ。どうです旦那？ちょっとあっしの話を聞いてくれやしませんかね。
but talking about experience, chat, do you think Holo has experience? Yes. She is the wise wolf. Surely. I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Pedro, see. Yes, just joined in. Time for talkies. Welcome on in. With humans or with wolves? That's the real question. Show me the proof, chat. Show me the proof in DGen section on Discord. Show me the proof, chat. All right, let's keep going.
良い匂いじゃのう。ゆ 茹でた芋にヤギのチーズかよ。
Okay, that does look
ちょっ
really
と
good.
待て。
麦かよ。
首から下げられるよう皮紐もつけておいた。
Oh,
助かる。
oh no, that's so adorable. And he did
し
it.
かしこっちが優先じゃな。
ちょっと待て。
またかよ。
I know I was talking about food earlier, but call the batters. Oh, she hungry. That's adorable. That is so fucking adorable, dude. I love a good potato, dude. Yeah. Oh my god, let me tell you guys, dude. Fucking food, comida. Mira, un poquito así de mashed potatoes, right? You get it nice and fucking creamy, bro. You mash that shit like you wouldn't fucking, like you mash it all fucking hard, right? You get un poquito de chorizo, some like, you know, good mushrooms, right? You put it in there, a little bit of cheese. You get that shit nice and going with some cream cheese. You get it all together, bro. You keep going. You wrap it in bacon and you put it in the oven, right? You put a little bit of cheese on top of that, like the bacon that's holding all the mashed potatoes together. Oh, that's all I gotta say, brothers. I'd fucking go to the end of the world for it. It's so good. So good. That's one of my favorite things to cook, man. One of my favorite things to cook. Like, you literally are able to, you don't make it without any fucking meat in there other than the fucking bacon around it, right? You cut right through it and it's nice and thick and creamy and then like has the fucking like, you know, like, and there's some spice in it, like a little bit of chorizo taste with it. Oh, that's all I gotta say, brother. Potatoes can fucking change the world. Let him cook, literally. Bro became Eddie. Dude, do I need to do a cooking stream one day? Holo only cares about the pyramid, the food pyramid. Flameslinger, yes. Yes.
麦の袋に皮紐、芋にヤギのチーズまでかけて、教会への寄付もかなりの金額だ。それに、俺の一丁羅の分も必ず返してもらうからな。
それだけかや。
ああ。
Oh.
人の育てた野菜は木の芽よりうまい。火を通すという発想も好きだわいな。
Gotta be careful, you're gonna burn your tongue, Holo. That was fucking almost immediate. That was so good too. But that's he called that. Yeah, bro, you gotta call it out of left pocket there. She's a wolf, all right.
人の喉は相変わらず狭いの。不便じゃ。
狼は丸飲みだからな。
ん？そりゃほれ。頬がないんじゃ。
Confirmed. Holo swallows. That sounds really bad. Hey, she said it, Abby. She said it, Abby. La risa. Don't balk me. She just said it. She doesn't chew. She doesn't chew, chat.
流暢に噛みくらった。しかしわっちは昔も芋で喉を詰まらせた。相性が悪いのかもしれん。
Oh.
そういえば、お前の耳は嘘を聞き分けられると言ってなかったか？
うん、まあ多少はの。
どのくらいだ？
Right.
まあ主がその気もないのに、わっちの尻尾を褒めたことがわかる程度じゃ。
Oh.
百発百中ではありんせんがな。信じる信じないは。
Hold on. You can either tell when someone is lying, or you're just relying on intuition, and it's not really a superpower. Wait. But I do love how they're like just their interaction together. Like, it's so fucking normal, right? we're taking this attachment to already be what it is. Why, chat? Why are we immediately bringing these two together and like it's so fucking normal for us? One word, and it's my favorite P word out there. It is my favorite, biggest P word out there, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready? Propinquity. Potatoes. Potato. Papi. What the fuck? Pregante. Propinquity. Yeah, absolutely. The more time that we spend with someone or how we want to go in and be with someone, the more that we start to have that banter as though we've been friends for a long time. And the more that the outside can look on it and be like, wow, you guys really get along. You guys have that ability to go ahead and like communicate and talk in ways that other people don't just yet, especially in a society and an environment like that.
まあ、主の勝手じゃがの。
それじゃあ聞くが、あの小僧の話どう思う？
小僧？
暖炉のある部屋で話しかけてきたあいつだ。
ああ。まあ、わっちから見りゃどっちも小僧じゃが。まあ、主の方が少し大人じゃな。
Hey yo! Hey yo!
小僧の話か。
実はですね、今出回ってるある銀貨が近々銀の含有率を増やして新しく発行されるって噂があるんでさ。
ほう？
新しい銀貨は同じ銀貨である限り今の銀貨とも価値は同じけれど、よその貨幣に変えるとなれば今の銀貨よりも高い価値に。
Bro, this sounds like a fucking scam. This sounds immediately like a fucking scam. Bro, I swear, you guys just gotta invest in Psycoins, okay? They are worth the same and or more as your standard currency, ladies and gentlemen. Like, they will, oh no, he's a crypto bro. Wanna buy a bridge? I swear, guys, you guys are archbishops leading to the wizard world, and in order to do that, you guys need to be in this Psy coin, right? Made out of 99.99% silver or gold crypto, right? NFT. Throwing in a bunch of buzzwords all together. But this sounds like a fucking scamaz, brother.
なるんですぜ。つまり、
今の銀貨を大量に集めておいて、新しいのが出たと同時にそっちに交換すれば、
you'll be at a
差額
profit.
の分だけ大儲けできるってわけか。
さすが旦那は分かりが早い。どうです？どの銀貨がそうなるかお教えする代わりに旦那が大儲けしたらその儲けの分け前をあっしにくれるってのは？
He ain't no fucking merchant. He's a scam artist. Scammer. Scammer. I spit in the face of scammers. Chat, spit on this scammer. I fucking doubt it, brother. I fucking doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Right? Fucking scammer. The fact that chat is, I got 17k coins. Yo, we just cleaned the floor. Oh no. I'm pressing X to doubt. It's like that used car salesman, right? You'll love the fucking puppy on this one. Woo! It has 200,000 miles, but it'll get you there. It's so fucking good. The payments are only $1,000 a month, but I promise you, this little puppy here, this little sucker, ooh, ooh, yeah, that's all you guys got to do. Go on, take it for a test drive. It'll drive cleanly in the parking lot, but outside of it, it's your responsibility. Right here, right now, right? He's selling timeshares. That's the number one element, though. Like, when we're looking at this, and when we're seeing this, it's like, how did he approach? He already approached in a way that wasn't comfortable. The way that he's interacting with them is a way that I'm already not comfortable. All my flags are raised, and I don't fucking trust this one bit. At all. At all.
あの小僧は嘘をついとるとわっちは思う。何が嘘かとか詳しくは分かりんせんが。
そうか。貨幣の投機話自体は珍しいことじゃない。だが
嘘をつく理由がわからないじゃろ、嘘をつくとき大事なのは嘘の内容ではなく、なぜ嘘をつくかというその状況じゃ。
そうだな。俺はそれに気づくまで何年もかかった。
気にすることはありんせん。わっちから見れば主もまた小僧なのじゃからな。
As long as you don't turn into a fucking cradle robber, then Holo, I think we'd be fine. You can cradle robber us, though. Yeah, but you can be our mommy. That's fine. You can cradle robber us. But like, you know, you will never get head pads from Holo.
じゃが、わっちがおらんかったら主はどう判断するつもりじゃ？
俺一人だったら
He is not smooth at all at being a scammer. A good scammer would have done the exact same thing, but without raising every red flag the moment he opened his mouth. But here's the thing, John F. Senpai. When it comes to scams, why do you think a lot of people still fall for, like, this is the IRS. I need you to go ahead and grab me $1,000 in Google Play, like, you know, cards. And then we'll be able to go in and address it, because a lot of people often hear about like scenarios like this. We often hear it and we laugh and we're like, no way would we ever fall for it. Us, but older generations 100% would. Older generations don't really have a lot of the info to build off of that, right? There's fear. They play off of fear, the immediacy of now. Hey, you need this water now. This water will make you live longer. This water will make you younger as well. You need it now, right here, right now. If you don't have this water, are you thirsty? You don't have this fucking water. I'm selling you this water right now. And it's like, quite literally, people that like do the immediacy tactic right now gets a lot of people to be like, oh my God, I fucking need it right here, right now, right? God damn, I need some H2O. You feel your mouth starting to dry up a little bit. You know, you're starting to feel your tongue and how it feels in your mouth right now, and how your saliva is slowly starting to dry up as you talk and as you're there breathing and just watching the stream. And you're starting to notice this nice, cool water that I have. You're starting to feel like, hey, you're not breathing automatically. You're breathing manually right now. But this water, man, this water is really, really fucking nice, and it's only 50 cents. Like, do you guys want this water for 50 cents? Calm down, Evo Ed. How are you breathing right now, though? Is your mouth going a little bit dry? Like, what is going on about that? I have this water right here, man. Oh, it's fucking 50 cents. It's Papi Ed's bath water, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody want Papi Ed's bath water? Only 50 cents. Give me that water. And I have hydration on me. But thank you, right? Thank you, Loden. But the number one element that I'm trying to bring up with that is that immediacy tactic often comes up front. And for a lot of people that aren't prepared for that and that haven't ever taken that back, it completely strikes them as like a immediacy need of like, I need to act on this now or else I'm going away. I need to do this right now or it's going away. This is why those scams work on older generations and even people our own age, right? Damn it, I got manually breathed again. Oh no, Bayonetta. Oh no. Andy, welcome on in. Appreciate you coming by.
嘘か誠かの判断は保留にして
Welcome on in, mate.
とりあえずゼーレンの話は飲んだように振る舞うな
それはなぜかや？
誠であればそのまま儲け話に乗ればいい
Right.
嘘であれば誰かが何かを企んでいるということだから
And you lose
そう
a
いう
fuck
時
ton of
は
money.
注意深く裏を探っていけば大抵は儲け話につながるはずだ
じゃあわっちがあの話は嘘じゃと教えたら？
それは
主は初めから何も迷うことなどありんせん。どの道
Hey, yo.
乗ったふりをするんじゃろ。
Hey, yo. But would this type of tactic work on a professional merchant? Plus, online scams have the advantage of liking facial expressions. So, John, 100%. And they have. Unfortunately, if we look at the past, there's a lot of individuals that have been fooled by fake money. Right? Even, I would say, like, there, of course, some pros didn't fall for it, but there's been individuals that have completely fallen for fake currency, fake tactics altogether, right? Because a lot of times people just want to make the immediacy of, hey, to put it, greed blinds us at times. And we think, oh, if we make money, we'll be all good. And all we have now is fake money. And I just got to tap my phone and get... But that's the main element that comes in, right? It's like, for a lot of times, a lot of people call themselves merchants, experts in certain things, whatnot, but they don't really have the full knowledge of it. And oftentimes what you get is individuals trying to make a quick buck. which is sort of what leads to like uncomfortable situations and people overstepping and overshooting themselves. I'm liking how this anime is approaching this though. I'm fucking really loving the fact that it's actually going in depth on these topics, right? And that's where I'm like, I didn't think you guys were being serious when you guys meant this is the economy of the anime. But this totally fucking, it makes sense. It makes sense.
このあまりの芋はわっちのものじゃな。わっちは堅牢ホロじゃ。主の何倍生きとると思っとる？
Oh, Holo. Oh no. Oh no!
わっちの旦那様の紐が太くなりますように。
まったく朝から何をしていた？
早く目が覚めたので奴らの説教を聞いてきたんじゃ。
そんなものに興味があったの？
Oh.
たまに聞く分には楽しいからな。しかしこやつらも偉くなったもんじゃな。
教会は昔から偉そうなものだろう。
Not always. Not always.
わっちが北から来た頃にはそんなでもなかったわいな。少なくとも唯一神が世界を作り、人はその世界を借りているなんて大げさなことはよう言わなんだ。自然は誰かが作れるようなもんじゃありんせん。わっちはいつから教会は喜劇を扱うようになったのかと思った。
Imagine being a god and coming in and listening to just this person spit lies. Bro, imagine just being there, just being like, what the fuck is this world Holo just coming in and being like, yeah, the church is spitting comedies now. Like, what the fuck?
これも時代の移り変わりかの。
It is.
この分だとだいぶ変わっていそうじゃ。
Oh.
お前自身は変わったのか？なら故郷も変わっていないだろう。ん？
主に慰められてちゃ堅牢の治れじゃ。
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
I know what she fucking reminds me of. You guys have heard the term golden retriever boyfriend? Now I sort of get the term of wolf girlfriend. She's a... Yes, right? Okay, I'm glad. New to me, yes, but she's smart though. That's why I'm saying wolf girlfriend. Just made no, Sagas. Golden retriever boyfriend is a very real thing. It's a very like thing that like that people talk about and mention, like, oh, you have that golden retriever energy, right? Capybara husband, whatnot. Yeah. So she's like one of the wolf girls from fucking high school that would fucking like put on like their paws and be like, oh. I fucking love Holo. Holy shit, brother. Oh. Orf? And how do you know so much about the furry community? Shh. Oh, that's so good.
そうですか。話に乗っていただけるんですね。
ただし前金は払えない。毛皮を金に換えない限りどうにもならんからな。
では港町パッツィオで再会して正式な契約としましょう。パッツィオに着いたらヨーレンドって酒場に来てください。連絡取れるようになってます。
ヨーレンドだな。
はい、ではお先に。 旦那気をつけてください。
一緒に行かんのかや？
道がぬかるんでるだろう。2馬車より徒歩の方が断然早い。わざわざ遅い馬車に付き合わせることもないだろ
う。Plus it allows him to go and get ready.
確かに商人は時間にうるさいわな。
The wise wolf head, thank you,
時は
thank you.
金なりだ。
面白い言葉。時間にうるさいわな。
時は金なり。
See, here's another thing. I want to throw this out there. I love this show for this reason as well. Lawrence didn't just go up there and be like, time is money. You know, like fucking Evidence in the Shadow would, or some other over the top isekai or fantasy would start dropping just random English words. It's like staying true to nature. Right. And that's sort of where I think like this relationship dynamic is definitely improving. And through that, although I do wonder if people could start sowing the seeds of mistrust or discord in it, where imagine sitting in the position of Lawrence. Oh no. Where people start sowing the seeds of discord of like, hey, can you truly trust something? What could this lead? I feel like they're going to be tested so much. And we're using this episode. This episode is probably an episode of propinquity. Quite literally. We're seeing how they're interacting, how they're able to get along and like talk about different topics and themes and whatnot together to see their dynamics at work, right?
だ。
面白い言葉じゃ。時は金なりか。
お前が何百年と見てきた農夫たちも時間には正確だと思う
な。
Right.
主は何を見とるかよ。奴らは時間に正確ではない、空気に正確なんじゃ。
わからないな。
よいか。奴らは朝の空気で目を覚まし、午後の空気で草をむしる。春の空気で芽吹きを喜び、夏の空気で成長を楽しむ。秋の空気で収穫を祝い、冬の空気で春を待ちわびるんじゃ。奴らは時間なんぞ気にはせん。わっちもそうじゃ。主は頭の回転は良いが、経験が足りんな。逆を言えば、年を取れば良きものになろうということじゃがな。
Living life.
それは何百年後の話だ。
主の頭はよう巡る
の。
お前の頭が古すぎてガタが来ているだけじゃないのか。
わっちら狼がどうして人を襲うか知っとるかや。
いや、
それはな、人の頭を食べてその力を得ようとするからじゃよ。
I am conflicted, Holo. Why do you say that? Why do you say that? Which head? Chad. She can take me and clean up. Oh no, I'm scared, but still would. But like, also, like, why would you say that on like? It's so funny because she's like, just straight up, just dropping lore like this in a comfortable way, or probably busting his balls, and that's. You're still military. Oh. But what is this doing to Lawrence and towards anyone as well? Hey, you're still no match for me. Hey, you're still not there for me. Hey, you're just a kid. Hey, you're just whatever. Would you feel like you are enough, especially in a relationship? If you were with Holo and this is how they were talking? A lower self. Oh no. Hi, welcome on in, Raid. Appreciate it. The lower self-confidence. It really, really does. Like words like that can make us frustrated. And it can lower our self-confidence altogether.
ある。8回くらい。
手強いじゃろ。
ああ。野犬の群れはどうにかなったが。狼は手強い。
それはな、そやつらが少なからず人を食ってその力。
やめてくれ。ガタが来てるなんて言ったのは悪かった。だからやめてくれ。
Oh. Here's where I'm scared for you, Lawrence. Because if you have this trauma, if you do have this trauma, what's not to stop you from trying to save Holo in the future from any sort of danger, or anybody else from any sort of danger, immediate danger like this? What if Holo tries to eat someone? Would you step in the way and get hurt? Or even vice versa, if people came for Holo, how far would you go for them in that regard? Noting that this is a trauma, this is guilt, this is sensation, this is everything that lays down in your brain whenever there's a fight, flight, freeze, or fawn event. You know. The facial expressions are really well done. This is... Absolutely, Bane. Oh, the distance.
怒っている。
Oh.
二度とその冗談はやめてくれ。
Oh. Oh, it's so cute, bro. Like, and it's awesome to just see it in there, which is like the distance that they created, and even the communication standards. Why are their communication standards even healthier than most humans? Is that boundaries, right? Like, hey, yeah, no, that was uncalled for. I don't like that. I am angry, right? And just being able to go to communicate that. Oh.
今夜はあの辺りで寝ることにするかな。
狼は森だけで暮らし、犬は一度人の元で暮らしとる。それが狼と犬の手
Right, John?
強さの違いじゃ。狼は人に狩られることしか知りんせん。人は恐怖の対象じゃ。だからよく考える。人が森に来たとき、あっちらはどう動くべきか。
Sure. Two-way street.
お前も人を。
いくらわっちでもな。
Why do I have a feeling that this is about to come back and they're going to hunt Holo at some point? There are things that even I refuse to answer. Oh, it's trauma bonding. It's trauma bonding.
答えられんことがある。
悪い。
これでおあいこじゃな。
Oh, she goes right back to... Why, Reiken? My kokoro. But do you see how she moves on from it? And the way that she's able to empathize with them and share her story and be vulnerable. I love this show. I fucking love this show. Just for the small moments of empathy like that. Of like, hey, you know what? Like, it's not the same, but here's why, you know, I brought that up. Let me connect with you on this. Then like, yeah, we connected and moving on. And, you know, the little laugh and the little smile and whatnot to like bring us up a little bit. Wow.
主とわっちじゃ。生きてきた世界が違うんじゃな。
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we live in completely different worlds than our partners and our friends. And sometimes that's the only way that we can connect is by opening up and sharing some of the stuff that's happened to us. And oh, funny how one of the best animes was just them around talking. And this is so good, man. I'll give you guys my final thoughts here in a bit. I better see some fucking cat gems. Oh. It goes by so quickly, man. Like a feel-good song at the end, just Port Town and Sweet Temptations. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys might be surprised by my score of this episode, but I'm actually going to give this a 9.25. It's fucking cracked. It's fucking cracked, ladies and gentlemen. The fact that we're able to it felt like 2 minutes. It felt like 2 minutes. Conversation-wise, we're getting so much out of it. All they did was talk. Literally. All they did was talk. There was no action, but it felt like it went by so quickly by understanding the production cost is cheap. Wait, because when Ed analyzes them, it becomes like a regular episode. The production cost is cheaper. What you talking about, brother? What you talking about? But no, like the overall element that I'm trying to bring up is it was so much fun. There was so much to like read in there and take in, and the dynamics was amazing. And Spice and Wolf, man, it's fucking Spice and Wolf. Dynamics there, relationship there, attachments there, trauma there, economics there, Holo there, cutie there, the empathy, it's so naturalized and so fucking amazing. I can't recommend this enough. I can't fucking recommend this enough, and I'm excited. I'm excited to like keep watching this with you guys, and I hope that you guys are too. I also want to say, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all coming on by on YouTube. Guys, make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Also, guys, if you guys can help out by sharing, especially if you're into Spice and Wolf communities, sharing this around, sharing our analysis around, like back and forth, I would really appreciate it. You guys are fucking amazing. Have a great night. Practice some self-care. Spice and Wolf stands.